All right, guys, so full disclosure, the Crypto Boys came in the studio today and we had a completely different idea of what we were going to shoot, but we decided we're going to keep it fun today, and we were asking each other this question: what coins and what projects would we invest in if you had 10K to get it to 50K in whatever time frame we wanted? And we couldn't decide because we were arguing about the time frame, a little bit of discussion about the coins, but ultimately we didn't know.
So basically it came down to, I'm bearish on the market right now. I think it's going to go down or stay where it's at. Colin's bullish as can be, as always, of course. So he's thinking it's going up to the moon, right? So we're not saying within the next month or within the next year or within the next 5 years. We just think which coins that we agreed upon will get us from that 10K to 50K as fast as possible.
And why we're saying that is because what is going to happen with these coins to get us the 5X? And you're going to see this as a common theme of the projects we're investing in. And we will admit this, we are invested in all three of these projects. We are not here to shill any projects. We're here to tell you that we truly believe in these projects. That's why we're in them.
All right, so first things first, we have to talk about why we picked three. Personally, between the two of us, we think that if you had 30 coins, it's just too diverse. You're not going to get the biggest bang for your buck because you're putting $10 here, $20 here. You're not going to get what you need. We also didn't think just one coin is the way to go. So we thought, you know what? Hey, 3 coins, that will be the best. And there's going to be a common theme of basically kind of the idea behind the coins and why we picked them. So we'll talk about that too.
On top of that, this is supposed to be something that's supposed to start something in the comments. We want to hear your guys's. We know already it's going to be completely different from what we choose and why we chose the 3 we chose. Okay, so we completely understand that. So you've got to hit the comments up. You've got to like this video, subscribe to the channel. The Crypto Boys are here to stay. We have been killing it, and we want to just have a video discussion with you guys.
All right, so our number 3 pick, we're going to go 3, 2, and 1, which is going to be about 25% of that portfolio of what we got going on here. And we are going to pick Solo. We've been talking about it a lot on the channel recently. We basically just bought a ton of Solo. We think that it has massive potential. Now, here's the thing. It's a really small market cap. Compared to the other things that we got going on, it's really, really small. So it has massive potential if people start hopping into the space to really explode, and give us that maybe a 10, a 20, something crazy X out of that coin.
Well, on top of that, it's beat down from when it first came public or first came out to everybody. It's really beat down and went up to like what, $4? I want to say something like that. It's all the way down to like 50 cents, and its use case is becoming massive. We're not even going to get into the particulars of it because that's not this video, but we had to choose something that had a potential to run. And for right now, you also want to get on the correct side of the rumors, right?
That's right.
So a big part of that is how can we get on the right side of these rumors, and we think Sologenic is a potential coin that's going to pop here very soon.
Again, guys, we're being super transparent. We own these coins. We're not trying to push it and say, you got to go out and get it right now. We are going to make a video on how to buy Solo, of course, but
That's true.
That's up to you guys to do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is just what the Crypto Boys would do with 10K to get to 50K very, very quickly.
All right, guys, so our third coin is obviously it's just risky. That's just the bottom line. It's our highest risk. We're willing to put about 25% of the 10K in there and let it roll and see what happens. Going on to number 2. Number 2 is going to be a higher cap, much higher cap, but it's also very, very beat down. We looked for something that has long-term potential that could really hold up our portfolio if it was the only thing left we had, and we knew our portfolio would be safe with this pick. And it's Cardano.
Cardano, of course, everyone knows it's a top 10 player. It's been in the game for a long time. Charles Hoskinson, as well as the rest of his team, is developing lots of dApps and new things on the platform. It is a layer 1, which is very, very important. Our opinion on layer 1s, it has to be in your portfolio. You can't just pick all the crap coins or whatever else, the really, really bottom feeders, unless you're into that stuff, I guess. But, if you want some actual longevity in the project, you got to know what you're with, and a layer 1 Cardano is definitely got to be in the portfolio.
On top of that, Cardano has some huge milestones coming up here very soon. We got a Vassal hard fork coming up, and all these other things happening in the space very quickly. The DEXs are getting built on like absolutely wildfire. The TVL is going to be going way up because there's a lot of room to grow there, as we all know. So the potential for Cardano to still run, but the risk is so minimal. That's why it is in our top 3.
So far, number 3 is going to be Solo. It's low cap, high risk. Could give you that massive run up, of course, and then we flipped the script. We went to the layer 1. Everyone knows it. It's going to be a staple here in the near future. ADA, top 5 coin, of course, looking for something fantastic to hold you down. Now, before we get into our last pick, our number 1 that we're going to have.
Everybody already knows it.
They do know it.
But that's okay.
It's probably going to be on the thumbnail, too. You know what it is.
That's okay.
Everyone knows. But we have to talk about something. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why is this not in our picks?
Well, to be honest with you, Joe, it just simply isn't in there because it's not going to run enough. And we're going to do a separate video. I mean, Ethereum is a little bit different. Let's be honest. Ethereum's different as far as picking it and why you're picking it to grow and get bigger. But Bitcoin's not in it because it just can't run enough. And we're going to do a video on why you really don't need that much Bitcoin until you have a certain amount of money and a certain amount of really crypto invested. Because until you do, in just our personal opinion, Bitcoin, it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be bought by the institutions. Bitcoin's main goal is for a billionaire to go from a billionaire to a second billion.
Right.
Like that's what it's for.
It's to hold their value of their massive amount of money. You know, they don't want their $1 million sitting in the bank to, you know, decrease down to less than $1 million. They want something that's going to raise in value, of course. Bitcoin is that source for them. You know, so are you going to make the 2, 3, 5X's? No, probably not. So
not
we
quickly.
Didn't want this in our portfolio for this specific, you know, idea and situation because it's not going to give us that potentially at least 5X.
And eventually, we're thinking these coins will grow us and get us into more Bitcoin. But for right now, it's not where we're at in our portfolios, and this is not the video for that.
And our last pick.
Can we get a drum roll? Can we get a drum roll?
Harmony won. You guys
Yes.
already knew it. I mean, come on. The crypto boys love ourselves some Harmony. We got ourselves some Harmony. We want to get more of ourselves some Harmony. And the reason that we're picking this one, we want it to be 50% of our portfolio. Again, it goes back to the layer 1, which we had with Cardano. So it is a layer 1, but it's bridging other ecosystem.
Yes.
It is here to stay. I promise you that. That's why we're thinking got to be in it.
And its cap size and how low it's beat down right now, we're thinking that the risk is so minimal in our opinion and the upside is so high. We want the driver of our portfolio to kind of be that, and Harmony kind of fits the almost earlier Bitcoin bill in our, you know, opinion.
We're taking the really low cap that we were talking about with Solo and kind of moving it up a little bit.
Exactly.
And we're taking the stability of ADA and we're kind of moving that down a little bit, and we grabbed Harmony because we think it's the perfect in between.
Huge reminder here, this is the prices right now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not in a year, not a month. We're talking about the prices right now. If you ask us tomorrow, depending on what the market does, our opinions could easily change. So you do have to understand that too. All right, guys, so that's going to be our 3 picks to get us from 10K to 50K. You know what? We just did this as a little fun thing, a little fun discussion with our subscribers and any of you who watch this video. We do want to know in the comments what 3 coins or however many coins are you going to pick. It doesn't have to be 3. We thought it would be easiest for us to go to 50K on these 3 coins. You could pick 100 if you wanted to. Not suggested by the crypto boys, not financial advice, but those would be our 3 picks.
All right, guys, and as always, thank you. Appreciated much for being with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We will check you guys next time.
Peace.